ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितम् कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. Sri Ramakrishna is explaining how the simple divine love leads the jiva to the ultimate realization of the non-dual experience of nirvikalpa. It's a rare assurance by the divine that simple love, like the love of the gopis, take the man to the ultimate goal of nirvikalpa samadhi. Here we see Sri Ramakrishna telling, but this is not possible without intense love of God. That is, to emerge out a love body by the excessive love, the ecstatic love for God, which makes us forget this world, forget the bodily existence, layer by layer transcend inside to the core of our existence and be in the presence of the divine, to interact, to communicate, to commune with God directly. That kind of love is not possible. That experience by which we are going to get that direct vision of God by transcending the nature is not possible without intense love of God. One sees nothing but God everywhere when one loves Him with great intensity. This also we saw what is meant by great intensity and how that one sees God everywhere. Once you are what we are, we see outside. As long as we are bodies, we see body and matter around. When we transcend and go deep inner and inner layers, our understanding of ourselves changes. Similarly, as much we draw within our existence, realize at every stage our own existence, so much we are penetrating into the nature externally. As we reach the core of our existence, we reach the core of this universe externally. So here, that intensity, as we are entering, we are seeing God everywhere. Because I am seeing God within myself. I see God in every object, in every being, as if I am penetrating into every object and seeing with the Jnana Chakshu, the concentrated God, the God essence of all that what exists, what has become this God, the substance, the substratum, the pervading, all pervading consciousness that I am going to see. It is, one sees nothing but God, that God everywhere when we love Him with great intensity. Because He is filled with love, He is seeing something beyond the nature. He is trying to see, He not tries, He does see everywhere the same God which He sees within Himself. It is here when we say, once we sees God, it is our inner existence that is seeing God. So when we see God outside also, it is we have shifted our eye from body to something. That's why I see God. That's why I see God. Antarmukha also I see God. Bahirmukha also I see the same God. It is like a person with jaundice who sees everything yellow. His eyes have become yellow. The layer which is covering the eyesight has become yellow. He sees like yellow glasses somebody is putting on and seeing everything yellow. Red glass you put on, everything looks red. So is the vision. Then one feels, I am verily He. This is the ultimate experience. I am verily He. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham, that I. The I has expanded to cosmic level. The individual I, ego with which it is identified with the body and was moving about in the world like a beggar in this world, identifying, I want this, I want that, I want, this is mine, this is yours. All that I was moving, that individual I dissolves. The real identity, the real I awakens, which is all pervading I. It is one with God. It is what is the transcendental aspect is the immanent aspect. What is the transcendental beyond is the immanent here. What is the transcendental within me is same as a transcendental beyond this universe. What is transcendental beyond me is the same transcendental immanent which is pervading the universe. I, as the individual consciousness, is one with the is the same as the cosmic consciousness. It is similar to our deep sleep experience when the individual consciousness withdraws from the waking state to the dream state to the deep sleep, separates from the entire nature. The individual consciousness expands to become one with the cosmic consciousness in second stage of deep sleep. The same experience is one with God. The only stinge it is having there, which brings him back to the waking state, is the karmic stigma which is attached to the jiva. Similarly, here, when he returns from samadhi or when he comes back to the waking state from the superconscious state, there is a stigma of jnana. There it was jnana which was bringing him back. Now jnana is bringing him back to the consciousness which sees the divine everywhere with clear understanding. I am He. I am He as the cosmic person, I am He as the absolute. I am He as the one who has become this universe and pervading it, giving existence to all that exists. I am He who is the Antaryami in all jivas. So he identifies. This is actually in our sannyasa when Brahma mantra is given. The Brahma mantra explains my identity with every aspect of God that can exist in this universe. After the sannyas ceremony, the sannyasis will be given. One is Resha mantra, with which he dissociates himself with the phenomenal world, tries to go to the reality, and there is the Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi Ayamatma Brahma Prajnanam Brahma. One of these there will be Hamsa Gayatri, which if the spiritual awakening is not yet complete or is partially finished, it will lead to the full-fledged identity with the individual consciousness, the Chaitana becoming the awakened, spiritual awakening. It helps. And the Brahma mantra, which identifies with every aspect of divinity that is perceivable, that is conceivable, that can be discerned, that can be cognized in this human body and can be identified with. So this I am He belongs to that Brahma Mantra. A drunkard, deeply intoxicated, says, "Verily I am Kali." A drunkard, deeply intoxicated, says, "I am verily I am Kali, verily I am Kali." The gopis, intoxicated with divine love, exclaimed, "Verily I am Krishna." See, a drunkard deeply intoxicated. This intoxication is different from the intoxicated with love. When he is intoxicated with a drink, he has forgotten his bodily existence, he has forgotten his identity, and he is identifying with the Divine Mother. I am verily Kali. Some of the aspects he remembers of the Kali and himself. He is known for his destruction, perhaps anything, whatever it is. Maybe he is a true devotee of Mother Kali, but that awareness, he forgets his individual identity and bodily existence. He is forgetting, and his identity. There it is entirely different. When gopis say, "I am verily Krishna," the gopi is intoxicated with a divine love, exclaimed. The meditator and the meditated upon, they become identical. The worship, the worshipper and the worshipped, the ultimate state, I am telling. In worship, when the soul evolves through worship, when the soul evolves to worship, the worshipper and worshipped become one. It is total identity with the object of worship. Similarly, in meditation, in worship, I am outward, but excluding the entire universe, I am focusing my attention to an objective entity which is I consider to be God or my Ishtadevata or an object which I am going to attain. Here I see I am focused at the exclusion of the rest of the things, and the worshipper is absorbed. A worshipper gets absorbed in God. The absorption develops the identity. In meditation, it is inward. Here there is transcendence. One by one layer he is transcending and going. Here it is not. He is focusing and getting absorbed into it externally in worship. In the inward journey, I am transcending one by one layer, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, and I am transcending within. And finally, I get identified with the innermost core of my existence, whether it is in the form of Ishtadevata or my own self, the pure Atman, or whatever I am meditating upon, turning within and diving within. Identity, I am He. Sri Ramakrishna is discussing about I am He. And in case of love, the ecstatic love of God, love itself is manifestation of Atman. Again and again I tell that time and love doesn't belong to this creation. It is not a product of Prakriti. The love is a manifestation of Atman. It is manifestation of Atman. Atman is appearing, projecting itself as love. So, in case of love, when it is purified, all objects of the relative existence disappear. All objects because it is pure. It cannot touch anything other than absolutely pure. When I am contaminated, all layers are contaminated, little by little absorption is there, and everywhere obstruction is there. Love doesn't flow. So it is neither pure nor complete. In ecstatic love of God, like gopis, they have forgotten themselves, they have forgotten the world. Like that, in ecstatic love of God, pure and complete, it is torrents of love flowing, and the world is excluded. The bodily existence is excluded because body belongs to the Prakriti. Mind, everything dissolves. Even intelligent reasoning goes away. And only love and love alone is there. That love finds there is no world, there is nothing except God. And He alone is there. He is loving Himself. He Himself is there. Whether you call it Him Krishna or the Gopi. The Gopi is in ecstatic love of God. She feels herself to be the Krishna. And Krishna does manifest there as she wants. This, wherever we see absolute purity, absolute divinity, there is manifestation of the divine in form. Suppose I have a child which I consider as pure and divine, and when in divine consciousness, my awareness, external awareness is finding one place where I am seeing purity and divinity, and God can manifest in my mind easily, holding on to that form, and can manifest there in that form. I see the child whom I am loving or having an understanding is pure and divine. God has manifested in my mind in that form. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Divine Mother came to me in the form of so and so. Many a times we see Sri Ramakrishna today. Some whose mother? Ratikima. Divine Mother came in the form of Ratikima, mother of Rati, and told. Rati is one of the devotees. Rati's mother is a particular devotee. Sri Ramakrishna has the awareness that is so pure, so is divine regarding that soul independent of body. We see the spiritual wealth, spiritual status of every jiva. And when he sees the status is almost equal to the divine, total divine manifestation, God can manifest in that form in the awareness. It doesn't differentiate because the Prakriti aspect, the nature's participation is completely obliterated when you see purity and divinity. Purity, divinity, spirituality are the places where all differences dissolve. So when it dissolves, all differences dissolve, God finds a place where it can manifest itself. So this is what we see in case of Sri Ramakrishna. Here also, when ecstatic love of God is there, God manifests. In such a way, there is no dualities. All dualities dissolve, and I is there to experience God, and He is there where there is nothing else with difference. There is no screen between me and Him. Screen was the Maya, which is superimposing name and form and identity. That is also lost in ecstatic love of God. So love pervades the two to dissolve the difference. The pure ecstatic love pervades the lover and the loved, the object and subject, in such a way the difference between the object and subject dissolves. There is one. And that oneness is called I am He. Gopis used to experience this. I am He. Imagine, we look upon many times the love of gopis or Radha's to Krishna as the lower physical level of love between two bodies. It transcends all aspects of nature. It is unimaginable. The people of those time could understand. So for us who are in the materialistic world with all dirt in the mind, can't understand what is the love between Krishna and gopis or Krishna and Radha. It is all at the transcendental level. The gopis, intoxicated with divine love, explained, "Verily I am Krishna." One who thinks of God day and night beholds Him everywhere. One who thinks of God day and night beholds Him everywhere. What is meant by this day and night? One who thinks of God day and night. To think of an object day and night, his awareness must be filled with the object of meditation or thinking. If my awareness, prajna is filled with an entity, nothing can come in my thought. My prajna has become purna prajna with God. Mind and physical body, the nature, the external nature which is governing this universe, possesses the body and mind and does all the activities. He is not participant in the body-mind function. He is eating, he is talking, everything nature is doing when he is having ecstatic state of love. Thinks day and night of God. One who thinks day to have unbroken thought of God. Day and night means he is asleep, still the thought of divine is continuing. In dream also he is dreaming of God. In waking also he is dreaming of God. The awareness of God is reflecting, is flowing out as the thought waves, one after the other, one after the other. It is unbroken when he thinks of God. To think, there must be a software behind which is constantly feeding it. That software is the awareness. I am filled with the awareness of God. I am doing all body and mind is that every aspect of the action is the kartri, the karma, the kriya, and all aspects of it we see is nothing but God. Brahmarpana, the spoon with which the havis is put is called arpana. The arpana is Brahman, God, the formless, nameless, qualityless, Nirguna Nirakara Brahma, and that is the absolute existence. It is the spoon. Brahma Havihi, the what is offered is Brahman. Brahmana Hutam, Brahmagna, in the fire which is Brahman, the offering which is put in it, Brahman. Brahmaiva tena gantavyam, Brahma karma samadhi. One who sees God everywhere, finally attains God alone. So here he is seeing everywhere God. While eating, the food is God, the eater is God, the putting hand is God. Everywhere, everything is being seen as God. When it is possible, when your awareness is filled with God, He is doing all activities. Karma is there, kriya is there, action, the kartritva is there, object is there, subject is there, but everything is the same Brahman. As if Sri Ramakrishna used to say, everything is made up of wax. The whole world looks as if it is made up of. The action also is God. Now when we see in TV or on the screen, computer screen, some shows or some stories going on, it's a play of light. Everything is a play of light. Yes, engineer, computer engineer sees everything as a play of light. Varieties of light with various shades and various colors are constantly moving about, giving an appearance of somebody walking, talking, everything is going on. But everything is light and sound, a manifestation of some power which is appearing as the light and sound. So this is what we see in reality, that everything is God. Constant thinking. One who thinks of God day and night beholds him everywhere. It is like a man seeing flames on all sides after he gazed fixedly at one flame for some time. There is a flame, especially when we sit for dhuni at night, we see after that you cannot, night, it is dark everywhere and the flame alone is burning, and I am meditating now and then I look at the flame and again meditate. After some time I have to get up and be constantly seeing flame. Wherever I see in darkness, that flame you can see shining. Object is not visible, it's already dark, but flame alone before your eyes. When we come from sunshine, we see in the room, in the house, you can't see any object at all. From hot sun, when you come inside, it may take 1 minute for you to see any object inside. It is so bright in your eyes. The image of the sun and sunshine is so powerful that you are seeing everywhere the same sunshine. No object is visible. After some time, after first dashing somewhere, you know there is some object. To that extent, your eyes become blind and only sunlight will be shining. It will be same state. This is awareness filled with God. There it is, image, physical level. This is at a different level. The transcendental is brought into the world of the matter. As if Chidakasha has descended into Mahakasha, as if the form of the Ishtadevata is standing before the eyes. In Indian languages, always they use Kanda Munde Nintidantide. It's as if God is standing before the very eyes. You can see many saints telling that experience, sleeping, standing, this, that, everything. So this is what Sri Ramakrishna means by the one who sees like a flame fixed for seeing for some time. You see flame and flame everywhere. Like that, if you constantly unbroken thought of God is there, you will see divine everywhere. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.